Hey y'all, I'm Kara.
And I'm Danielle.
Welcome to the 30-ish podcast.
Welcome back.
Episode 2.
All right, guys. I'm Danielle, homeschool mom of 2, almost 3.
And I'm Kara, just another English teacher waiting on Christmas break.
It's coming up.
Yeah, 2.5 more weeks. Praise the Lord.
All right, Kara, how was your week this week?
It was good. I feel like uneventful. The elf came back yesterday.
Ooh. Does your elf come back on December 1st or the day after Thanksgiving?
No, December 1st. I'm not that committed.
Mine comes back the day after Thanksgiving.
All right, so what all has your elf done? You have 2 elves.
I have 2 elves, one for each kid.
Yeah, Collins does not have an elf yet. I have a 1-year-old daughter, and she doesn't know what that is yet.
Yeah.
So do your elves do the same thing?
They're like in tandem.
Oh, okay.
Like they're working together.
Cute.
Making a mess.
Up to their mischief.
Honestly, my elves aren't like super creative. But you know, they're in a different place every day, and sometimes they bring a little present, or like today, or what's today? I don't know. But December 1st, they brought an advent calendar. So like Lego advent calendar.
Oh.
So that way they can have something to do every day.
Cute.
To count down to Christmas.
Do the kids love it? Is Grayson old enough to get it?
Kind of. He's excited about it. He's excited that Kennedy's excited.
Gotcha.
And yeah, half the time he's like, "Mommy, what are those elves doing?"
No.
That's what he always says to me.
Cute. But yeah, that was probably the one thing. Now it's day 2, and I'm like, I've got to remember to move this elf. And today was already boring. Like yesterday he was playing Connect 4.
But gotta remember, it might be boring to you, but it's not boring to them.
It's still exciting to them.
It is exciting to them. And they don't remember what you did last year, or what the elf did last year.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
No.
they don't remember, so you could do the same thing.
That's true.
My elves, you know, they're moving somewhere.
Have you
That's
seen
the goal.
the little kits? We need to do this next year.
Yeah,
It's like a
I have
wine
seen the
maker.
kits.
I
think that would be fun.
I got one a couple years ago, and so I've just been reusing the same.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you might as well.
Because yeah, you're right. They don't remember.
Yeah.
So, but it's so cute. It's like it comes with little cards for each day, and it'll tell you like whatever they're supposed to do, and it gives you a picture, and it comes with all the little pieces.
Yeah.
So
Well, Kennedy likes to, at the end of the day, she guesses what the elf is gonna do for tomorrow, or
Is she
where
right?
she. I try not to
Yeah.
have her be right.
That's funny.
But yeah, she's like, I think maybe my elf is gonna be over there. And I'm like, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the elf
Yeah,
is gonna
maybe
do.
in 2 days.
But it was funny because the other day, the elves were on the tree, and Kennedy got up really early before me and Tyler, so she couldn't find them because they were like in the tree. And so we got up, and she was like crying because she thought that she was bad and that they didn't come back.
Oh, poor Kenny. I thought you were gonna say you hadn't moved him yet, because that's 100% something.
No, but there's ways around that. Just like put that in the internet. Like, I forgot to move my elf. You know, like there's
Why
reasons.
is he stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The internet will help you with anything.
Nolan has very much gotten into the don't touch it this year.
Yes.
Like in the past, it wasn't really a thing. I didn't really know that was a thing, that you're not supposed to touch the elf or it loses its magic.
No, we're very serious about that.
But
in
it
my house.
really helps.
Because
Because we lost the elf.
you lost your elf?
We lost the elf. So this year I had to buy a whole new elf that came with a book and everything. And they're kind of expensive.
I thought you meant Nolan lost the elf.
Well, he probably did. Like, I just don't know where it is. So eventually he's going to find this other elf and be like, this is an
That's
imposter.
Colin's elf.
Well, there you go. If we find it, there you go. And the
Yeah.
baby girl gets one.
Yeah, so I'm going to need a 3rd elf to come to my house next year.
Oh my goodness. That's exciting though.
It is exciting. I mean, I love it. I think it's not that long of a time period, and I just love it.
See, and this is back to Danielle's the Pinterest mom.
Pinterest does have a lot of good ideas, but a lot of them, I'm just like, that's too much.
Yeah.
I can't be doing that.
I think they're cute. I just never, and I have good intentions. I'm like, oh, I'll get around to doing that, and then I just never do.
Well, it also comes back to like the touching, because I can't do half of that stuff because it's gonna be right where they can touch it. Like my elves need to be up high,
Yeah,
where no one can touch them.
that's true. That's true.
Like we did one where they're like kind of sort of close, and like it's just a recipe for disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were like skating the line, and luckily it all worked out.
So if they were down, they would probably touch them.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
absolutely. No. I'm not saying my kids follow the rules.
Okay.
I'm just saying that my kids know what the rules are.
That's fine.
That's their major thing.
All right. So what have you been up to? I've heard you've been rewatching some good shows lately.
Well, I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls. I started it. I did the whole like fall girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Gilmore Girls is like my favorite show. It's one you can like rewatch over and over and over again. You know, like Friends. Like we watch Friends at night. Like you can rewatch it and you've seen the same episode like 100 times.
Yep.
But so we tried to rewatch Schitt's Creek because I love Schitt's Creek. It's hilarious.
It's funny.
But when you rewatch it, it's not funny. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got like so bored of it. Like we're trying to find a show that we can rewatch or like binge, I guess. It doesn't have to be new to or like old to us, but for when the baby comes.
Grace.
I can't. I just don't like Grey's.
Danielle, what?
No,
First
no.
you tell me that you don't like board games, and now you tell me you don't like Grace.
I don't like medical shows. Like,
But it's so much more about the drama and the plot.
but it's almost too dramatic for me. Like,
Oh,
I'm a
100%,
Bravo
yeah.
girl. Like, that's the kind of drama I like. Like, I don't need blood and guts on the floor, and like, also you're stealing my man, like all at the same time. Like, it's just too overwhelming.
Have you given it a fair shot?
Yes, I have. Like, my best friend Dell loves Grey's Anatomy. My mom, both my sisters, they all love it. I can't do it.
Okay.
I even watched back in the day, I think, like, you know, when my mom was watching it.
Have you ever watched White Lotus?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say if y'all like Schitt's Creek, you'd like White Lotus.
Yes. And so that's why we were thinking, like, a rewatch, because, like, the whole writer strike and everything, we were like, are there going to be new shows coming
Wait,
out?
I don't know anything about this.
You don't know
Writer's
anything about the
strike?
writer strike?
No.
Oh my God, Kara, where have you been the last
I
year?
don't know.
The writers were on strike, and then the actors
Why?
went on strike. Well, so nobody come for me in the comments, but like from my understanding, it was that it had something to do with like AI and them not getting paid enough, and like AI was going to take over the writers' jobs, and then
They
the
said that about
actors.
teaching too.
I mean, it's coming for all of us,
I mean,
but like,
I was gonna say good luck. Good luck with
well, I mean, I do think that they need to like have some protections for sure,
that.
but.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they were on strike for a long, long time. I can't believe you didn't
Okay.
hear about it.
No.
So that's
if
why
I did, I just forgotten.
a lot of new shows like either got canceled or like they're not coming out for a long time because they
weren't
just,
there.
Yeah, they just weren't there. They weren't
dropped
working.
out.
So if you have a good show for me that is not Grey's Anatomy,
Okay.
then send it my way.
The
We're
funny
gonna try
thing-
New Girl. 'Cause
Have you never watched it?
No, I love New Girl.
Oh, okay.
It's good, but like I'm worried. Is it gonna be like Schitt's Creek?
New Girl is still funny. I love New Girl.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be the one we go with.
The funny thing about White Lotus is like whenever something awkward or like dumb happens around the house, Ryan will be like, dun, 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 dun,
Oh, like the like
dun,
White
dun.
Lotus song?
Yes. Like,
I didn't even know that that's the. I thought it was like. Ooh.
No, there's this little like when something funny or awkward happens on the show, mainly with like the guy who runs the resort, it'll
Yeah.
do this noise. We're gonna find the actual noise
Is it the
But-
first season or second season?
first, and
Okay.
it'll be like, dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Okay. Okay.
And so
'Cause I
it's
think there's
just so
different
funny.
noise, like music for different seasons.
Oh, I haven't watched season 2.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, now you have a show, but I don't.
Okay, well, if
Because
you
it's in
want
Italy.
just like, if you want just like easy to watch show, I've
Yes.
been watching Sweet Magnolias.
Okay.
I never finished the last season. So
I started that.
It's
I don't
cheesy.
think Tyler will watch it though.
that's true.
It needs to be for both of us.
For
If you have any
Tyler, it's
ideas,
also
leave them
cheesy.
in the comments.
Yes, we're always down for new TV shows.
Yes. I need something to binge while
Selling
I'm up at
Sunset.
3 a.m. with my baby.
Selling Sunset.
We are watching that actually.
one's
Tyler
good.
likes that show.
Yeah, I bet. That's great.
I mean, he says he likes for the houses, you know, but
The houses are nice though.
they really are.
Gosh.
But honestly, I just don't see how people can live in California. Like,
and they're always like on the side of some like
mountain.
and
Yeah,
it
like
scares
an
me.
infinity pool. And then drop off a cliff.
Yeah, I'm like, this just sounds like a terrible idea.
And 2 bedrooms for $2 million.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're not kidding.
Like, you're not getting much bang for your buck.
I love that show, though. It's like
I do too.
perfect amount of drama.
Yeah, and it's easy. Like, that's what I need. I need something easy. Like, I can't be, like, scared or, like, you know what I mean?
Okay, stop.
Or just stressed out or...
Stop with the Grey's hate.
I mean, it's not just that. I'm just saying, like, scary shows, too. Like, I can't... That's not what I'm looking for.
All right.
I need something, like, light and bright. That's me.
I'm going to think on this. That is you.
That is me. Well, especially when you're up all night. Like, you can't be giving yourself...
That's true. You do need something just, like, more chill.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I've been thinking that now I'm 29 weeks, almost 30 weeks, and it's like crazy to me because when you get pregnant in like the beginning of the year, you're like, oh, it's so far away.
Yes.
And now it's December.
It's almost baby time.
Like, it's gonna be here.
We're gonna be curb walking before you know it.
I mean, like I said about the snow, I don't know, Kara, like, I can barely go outside some of these days. Like, it's so freaking cold.
That's true.
But I'll still curb walk with you.
You've been pregnant through the summer with Grayson?
No.
So with none of your kids?
No.
Well, I guess this one, but you weren't like
I was just
pregnant.
sick. I was sick at that point.
Okay, so we were the same way with Nolan and Kennedy because their birthdays are right around the corner from each other.
And Grayson, his birthday is right there as well.
Okay, that's true. So we had the pregnancies through like the holidays, which is great because you can eat as much as you want and you're in sweaters and whatever. But I loved being pregnant through the summer.
Really?
Because you could just float in a pool.
Yeah,
and
it does sound nice.
Just wear a bathing suit and everyone's like, oh, you look so cute. But you don't have to wear real clothes.
That's true because I've never had this problem before, but this time around, like, I don't like, not that you can tell right now, but I don't like stuff that, like, touches my belly. Like, it just makes me uncomfortable, and I've never really, like, had that before. I don't know if it, like, just being my third or what, but it's just, like, if it's too tight on my belly, like, it makes me not,
constricted.
Yeah, like, not feel good. But, speaking of December, how are you on your Christmas shopping? Because, like, I feel like, I don't know if it's like the internet or like, you know, Instagram or whatever, but like, I just feel like I'm so behind.
Okay, first of all, you are not behind, okay? But I always think about deleting Instagram this time of the year because
it is hard.
It's so hard to not compare yourself to all of these things that everyone's doing and all of these crafts and all these places they're going, and like, especially for Christmas, I feel like there's so many. Like, we took our kids to go see the lights, and then it's like, well, are you going to go through the drive-through lights? Okay, well, have you taken them to go and meet Santa? Has your family taken Christmas pictures? Like, all of these different things, and it's already enough to be like, let me go to each of my family's Christmas
celebration.
Yeah, like celebrations or dinners or exchanging gifts or whatever. That, I don't know what's happened to me, but I feel like I've just gotten a lot more low key about it.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't take any sort of family pictures for
You're not doing a Christmas card this year.
I don't have a Christmas card this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know, in the past that would have so bothered me. Like, it was like, here's this list of these things that you have to check off and get done. And I think I'm just really trying to just enjoy the time.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely a good way to look at it.
So, it's different. But, okay, Christmas gift shopping, I'm totally going back on everything I just said, because I feel like I blacked out. Like, the day that I got paid, I blacked out and bought everyone's Christmas gifts.
Yeah,
within
you kind of have to.
Within, like, an hour.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, bye, $500. But you got to think. So, like, obviously Ryan and I, well, some people don't buy their spouses gifts.
We do.
Okay, so we do too. So, buy something for Ryan and both of our kids, which honestly, I haven't bought either of the kids all that much. It's really hard to buy for a baby. And especially your second one, I'm like, she has everything she could ever need of his toys.
That's true. But Grayson just needs clothes. Like, he just grows so fast, and like, I have girl clothes that I have left over from Kennedy, but like, so this third baby, she's golden. Like, she does not need anything.
Right.
We already have old Kennedy's clothes.
Well,
but Grayson, he just needs clothes. Like, that's what I tell everyone. I'm like, he needs snacks. You can get him snacks, and you can get him clothes.
I know. I need to be better about being like zoo membership or science center membership, because in the summer when I'm off, then we
Yeah.
could go all the time.
I will say my mom got us a Zoom membership last year for the birthday, and it was great because, you go a handful of times.
And it pays itself.
It does.
Well, and the zoo is just great. Like, it feels like a trip, but it's not too far away.
Yeah.
And
my kids love animals, so.
The Nashville Zoo is just a good one. Like, you can
It
go
really
a million
is.
times, and it's, like, just such a good walking trail. And I remember when Nolan was a baby, just taking him there all the time because I was like, it's guaranteed he's going to take a nap.
Oh, that's a good
after
idea.
we get done.
Yeah.
And you just have you in the stroller the whole time. So it's good to get your steps in, too.
Yeah, and they're redoing it, so, which is a little, inconvenient at the present moment, but it looks like it's going to be amazing.
Okay, I haven't
Like, it's
seen,
already amazing, but it's going to be, like, even better.
I haven't seen, like, the renderings or whatever. Are they going to have new animals?
Yes.
Oh.
So right now, they had giraffes, but the giraffes are, like, under construction or something, so you can't get to that area. But I think they are, like, bringing in new animals, new attractions, like.
I wonder if they'll get a lion.
They have.
They're tigers.
Tigers, yes.
That's
That's right.
bears, but no lion.
Yeah, you're right. Kennedy is all about it's like the Sumatran tigers, and she just had babies. So there's 3 little babies,
They're so
and we've been
cute,
watching
too.
them on the, like, little live feed that they have, and we follow them on Instagram, and that's, like, what we watch, is, like, what they're up to.
Oh.
So they're 10 pounds now, in case you were wondering.
Wow, I feel like that's kind of fast.
Yeah, like, guess, what would you think that a tiger would be born at? Like, what size?
Is it smaller than a baby? Like a human baby?
It's, like, about the same as babies.
Like 6 pounds?
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, we were surprised by that. I thought they were bigger, but I guess it makes sense.
But I'm saying that because I've seen them there. Like the little
Yeah.
tiny ones, and they were tiny.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, so they were all born around 6 pounds, which I was surprised by, but I guess, if you have multiple 6-pound babies inside of you,
Yeah,
like,
that's
trying to think
definitely-
how's it gonna fit.
That is definitely true.
Yeah.
Okay, back to Christmas shopping though. Do you buy for your whole family, or do you guys draw names? Because we.
You mean like my extended family?
Yes, we each have a crap ton of siblings.
So, like, my mom and my sisters, I get for them. Tyler's side of the family, we do his mom. His brother and his wife, we don't do presents with them anymore. We just decided not to.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, my mom's extended family, we decided to do this thing called Draw Names, and it was honestly the best thing we've ever done. Like, it's so smart. It's just a website, and you put everyone's name into it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my nana and my cousins, like, everybody's on there, and the website pulls a name for you, and you, like, it's anonymous, so you see who you got, and then, like, everybody gets to make their own, like, list, and it's basically Amazon, like.
Your little wish list.
Yeah, like a little wish list, and then you put your address, and, like, it sends it to the person, and then on Christmas Eve is when we celebrate with my mom's side of the family, and we'll, like, Zoom, because not all of us are in the same place, but, like, and then we go around, and, we go from, I think we normally go, like, youngest to oldest, but, like, we open the present, and you have to guess, like, who had
sent
you.
it? Aww.
Yeah. So,
I am all for these websites that, like,
Yes.
simplify.
Yeah, it's honestly the best thing ever. I think one of my cousins found the website, and she sets it up every year. Like, shout out Morgan. Like, it's awesome.
I would just so much rather, like, have something like that where I drew a name and could go all out for that gift and have, like, a thoughtful gift. Because I really love giving gifts, but by the time, I have a brother and 3 sisters. My husband has 2 brothers and a sister. And then, you throw in each of those people's girlfriends and boyfriends and in-laws
it's just a
and
lot.
grandparents. And then I end up just getting all the girls the same gift and all the guys the same gift. And there's nothing fun in that. And then they're seeing the other guy open the same gift. So I'd much rather, be able to hone it in on one person.
Yeah, because then also, like, when you put a cap on, like, the price tag or whatever, you want to do, like, $5 or $10. It's like, okay, that's helpful, but also, like, then you're buying, like, a crap gift.
Yes.
Like, and then we got into the one year where, like, my Nana, she was like, I don't want to do gift cards. Like, everybody's just exchanging a gift card, like, why'd we even do this? And it's true, like, you kind of get to that point. Like, some people love a gift card. Like, I'm not saying I don't, but it is kind of, like, defeats the purpose when everybody's just like, oh, here's your gift card, thanks for my gift card, like, you know, like.
Well, it's like you could have just all kept your own money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is kind of nice because then we can do like $50, one person, and you can actually get them like a, you know, legit gift.
Yes, I love that. And it's something that's off their wish list, so you know it's what they want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, also the reason we did it is because we used to do, this is funny, we used to do a word. Everybody picked a word. I don't know how we came up with this. I don't know. But I think my aunt actually came up with this. But we came up with a word. So like coffee or like I can't think of anything else except coffee. Coffee or wine or book or something like that. But it was like one word. And because we, again, with the lists, my Nana was like, everybody is, you know, it's like, I'm just checking off a list kind of thing.
Right.
So then you could get kind of creative as far as like you get them something coffee related.
Okay.
Or you get them something like, I don't know.
So everyone's getting a gift that's coffee related.
No, like my word would be coffee. And
okay,
I would get
that.
like from everybody I would get like coffee mugs or different kind of coffee or like chocolate covered coffee beans or
Cute.
you know, it was a cute idea. But then my Nana did the word like comfy or something like that. And everyone bought her a Snuggie.
Aww.
So she got all these Snuggies.
That's funny.
And like,
she doesn't need them all.
she was like, I don't want these. And so she was sad that she got all these Snuggies. And it was like
See,
a whole
I would have
thing.
never thought of that. I would have been like, a robe and fuzzy socks.
Yeah.
And...
But it was the year of the Snuggie.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's
so
a cute idea, though.
It is a cute idea, for maybe for like a party or something.
Yeah, book club.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, speaking of books,
Yes.
have you read anything good lately?
No.
Danielle.
I have to wait for my sister to finish our book club book so I can read it.
The Britney Spears one?
Yes.
Oh, so you have a paper copy.
Well, she does.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, I told you, Kara, I don't know how to do a Kindle yet. It's my 2024 goal,
Okay.
not my 2023.
Well, that's what you need to put on your list.
No, I have one.
Oh, that's right. But it's your mom's.
I just need to like actually read off of it.
Okay, well, I can show you all the Kindle things.
Yeah, it's just too overwhelming for me.
Okay, so our book club book this month is the new Britney Spears. Is it called a memoir if you're supposed to have written it yourself?
Yes. Or autobiography?
Okay, so here's the thing. Nobody really believes that Britney Spears wrote this book, right?
No, I think that I was under the understanding that maybe she like talked to her ghostwriter.
Yeah, there's definitely, so I ended up Googling it because I was so like, do I want to read this book because I don't believe that she wrote this? So is this all just BS? And she did have a ghostwriter. But yeah, I was like, you know, Brittany, I love you. I'm sorry. But like, if you're not stable enough to make an Instagram post, like you probably didn't write this whole book.
Yeah,
right?
no, I think that the whole world does not think she like put pen to paper and like wrote
because I
these
see
thoughts.
people share and they're like, love this new book Brittany wrote. Like,
Well, because like it's her story.
It's her
she just
thoughts.
didn't physically write it.
okay, all right. Well, anyway, I'm about halfway through and it's really good.
It is really good.
It is really good.
I'm so excited.
It's
And I want
like
to see
all
what
of
everybody
these
thinks.
stories
Yeah.
that, well, because like, how old is she?
I don't
Is she
know.
in her 40s yet?
No, she's older than me. I think she's probably like 38.
Okay.
That's
was
my
gonna say,
guess.
so
I don't know.
she's
Let me look it
like
up.
older than us. So
Yeah.
I remember like, or reading it is making me re-remember things that happened where I'm like, oh yeah, I remember being a kid and that happened, but like, I forgot about it. Like when she...
Oh, she's 42.
Okay, I was gonna say, I thought she was several years older than that.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's 42.
Yeah, because like I remember her, or like I read about it, her getting in trouble for like driving with her son being on her lap
Oh.
in the front seat
Yeah.
and like not being in a seatbelt or a car seat or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot that happened. And
Yeah.
I don't know, just like hearing her roots of growing up, like doing the Mickey Mouse Club and how she like grew up with Christina Aguilera and Justin Timberlake and then their relationship. And I won't give too much away, but there are some things where I'm like, oh, like we're sharing this now.
Yeah.
And like these people are like,
Well, because wasn't she like controlled for so long? Like
Yeah,
she couldn't really.
well, and I haven't even gotten to any of that, so I'm very curious to see how much she talks about her dad and like the conservatorship and all of that, or if she even does.
Yeah, I wonder like the timeline of like when her story is. Like,
Yeah. Well, right now it starts like when
young.
I was born in Louisiana. And
Oh,
like,
really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
I'm excited to read it.
it is good.
Yeah. Ashley is almost done, so I'm supposed to get it this week.
All right, Ashley.
She's got this. All right, let's do a little pop culture recap since we're talking about Britney Spears.
All right, so Danielle is a Swiftie, and she's proud of that. I would.
Who wouldn't be?
I would not say I'm a Swiftie. I don't like love or hate. I'm
Fair.
indifferent.
Fair.
Like I obviously grew up on Taylor Swift. Okay, so she was on a commercial or something the other day, and it was like, I've loved sharing this with you for the last 18 years. And I was like, 18 years? Taylor Swift has not been Taylor Swift for 18 years.
Well, I mean, she's been Taylor Swift for 33 years.
Okay, but you know what I mean. Like, I graduated high school 10 years ago, and I feel like I remembered Taylor Swift in like maybe very late middle school, early high school.
I mean, the timeline kind of tracks. Like, if she started when she was, let's just say 16, that's about 18 years. She's 33.
When did, like, Teardrops on My Guitar come out?
I don't know. I can look it up.
Yeah, let's,
Teardrops on My Guitar.
as Nolan says, my little boy, let's doodle it. Let's Google it.
Teardrops on My Guitar came out 2006.
Oh my gosh. Okay, never mind. I take it all back. Well, anyway, so obviously Taylor Swift has always been this household name, and we grew up with her and everything. I even saw her in concert one time, and it was a good show. But I feel like something's happened in the last like 2 to 3 years to make it like these Swifties. Like, what has changed? What all of a sudden is it like? Oh, it's Taylor Swift.
I think it's just not as cool to hate her anymore.
Okay.
But the Swifties have always been here. We just got hated as well.
Well, and maybe it's just like the movie and the new tour, and maybe it's just
definitely the tour and re-recording all her albums. Like,
okay,
that's like an underdog story too, because like this big, bad guy like takes all your stuff, and you're like gonna get it all back, and like that story of redemption, I'm sure
maybe
can
that's
resonate
it.
with people.
Maybe
yeah,
that's
for
it.
sure.
We're listening to the old songs again, and okay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it brings us back and gives us something to rally around.
Well, my point was, even though I'm not a Swiftie, I still thought it was like super adorable when Travis Kelce came to her concert and she changed the words to Karma.
Oh,
and
yeah.
ran off the stage. Like,
Me and Stephanie and Kristen, like the little group chat, like, guys, did you see this? Like,
yeah, even not being a Swiftie, I was like, okay, that's pretty.
That's pretty
stinking
major.
Cute. That's pretty heartwarming.
Even Tyler thought that was cool. Like, he's like, oh, that was smart.
Yeah, well, and it seemed genuinely like he seemed surprised. Like, it didn't seem like it was planned.
I feel like she probably gave him a heads up, like, I might do this, and it was kind of like a game time decision.
I need to listen to. I see clips from. He has a podcast with his brother,
he does.
And I saw he was like, oh yeah, she really did it. Or really went for it. So maybe he did have an idea.
I can't imagine that she wouldn't give him some kind of heads up. Like, I've been thinking about this.
Yeah. No, it's cute.
She thinks 12 steps ahead, so
yeah.
I'm sure she didn't just wake up that day and let me just see what I can pull over.
She actually wrote the song intending on this happening.
Yeah, like the original song?
Yes.
It's like, by the way, what could I change it to?
Alright, so also our man, I'm going to say my man, Matt Rife is in some controversy. I didn't know this.
I don't watch comedy really because, like, I just feel like, not that I'm going to be offended, but, like, it's just not my cup of tea. Like, it's just not my thing. Like, I know they're all just trying to poke fun at each other. Like, I get that that's the point of comedy, but I heard that, I guess his Netflix special came out.
See, I haven't seen this.
I haven't watched it, but I heard that his Netflix special came out, and the very first joke he has is about domestic violence.
Yeah, which, I mean, like, is awful.
Yes.
I do think there's never a comedian that's not going to say something that's offensive to some group, and
Well, yeah, that was kind of what I meant.
And I feel like we just like, especially this generation will like find a problem with anything and cancel someone, you know. But it's like, I feel like comedy is one of those things where it's like you kind of got to know what you're signing up for.
Yeah, for sure. It just seems like kind of weird when his whole fan base is like a bunch of girls.
Oh yeah, 100%. Well,
and I guess he doesn't do that in his normal act or something.
So
like this was his.
Yeah,
that's my understanding.
I haven't watched it, and I don't really want to now, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I have only ever seen him on TikToks or like Instagram reels, and it's always him interacting with the audience, and it's really like sweet. Like sometimes it's old ladies or like married couples, and it's funny, and he's roasting them, but they are like very much interacting with him also. Like he's got great crowd control. And I've never seen, I mean, there's a couple things that are out of line, but you know, if you're watching, you know, that it's going to be
I think that's expected.
But now hearing all of this, my sisters and I had just bought tickets and we're supposed to go see him next summer, and I'm like, oh shoot. Am I gonna be judged for going to see Matt Rife?
I mean, you're gonna be judged for everything you do, but
that's true.
I say just still go.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it'll be funny, but I do feel, and just because you go to a show or whatever doesn't mean that you agree with everything.
Yeah, just because I'm a Swiftie doesn't mean like I live and die for every single thing she does.
Right.
But like I appreciate what she gives me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think you can support someone and not,
but
support
I
every single thing.
Didn't know he was under fire when I bought the tickets. So
maybe were they on sale?
Yeah, I don't know. It was actually at Thanksgiving. My sister.
Because I've heard that they sell out really quick.
Yeah, they do. This one's for next June though.
Okay.
At the Ryman.
Well, he's still booking dates, so
yeah,
he must be all right. I don't know. I'd have to look into it a little more, but that's all. I just saw the headline.
Yeah. Well, I have seen people say that after they watch the Netflix one, they're like, I don't think he's funny anymore. Like, he's only funny when he interacts with the crowd. Like, his own jokes aren't funny. So it'll be interesting to see, like, how much of it is his own improv and how much of it is interacting with the crowd. I hope he interacts with the crowd. And part of me is like, please call on my sisters, but don't call on me. But also, it would be hilarious if he called. I just get so embarrassed in situations like that.
Yeah.
Like, I cry. My husband, like, tells the story to everybody. If we're at a hibachi place and it's your birthday and they make you stand up and they sing to you, I cry every single time.
Really?
Yes. Like, I don't like, I don't know. I can do things like this. I can teach in front of 30 kids at a time, but I don't like being called out and all eyes being on me.
Yeah. No, I mean, I get that. I just think the hibachi is kind of
dramatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to get like this before any band concert, any piano recital, like,
you got really nervous.
Really nervous. Like,
yeah.
Like, thought I was going to pass out type nervous.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Kara, you come a long way.
Yeah. But I'm here and I'm doing it.
All right. The other thing I wanted to ask you about was Michael Oher. So I've seen the Blind Side movie, but I don't really know much beyond that. Like, obviously, Sandra Bullock is not involved. Like, I know, it's real people.
So disappointed in you, Sandra. Yeah, so heard a little bit about this like a month or so ago. Michael Oher is the football player. He was a high school student who was adopted by the Tuohys, Leanne Tuohy and her husband, and then they made the movie The Blind Side about it. Sidebar, the daughter in real life and in the movie, her name is Collins, and I'm pretty sure that's where my husband heard the name and liked it from. And she's actually a blogger.
Oh,
now too, she lives in the Nashville area. Yeah, she's a plus size blogger. I
had no idea.
We go to the same hair place, but yeah. Anyway, so like you a lot, Collins. But yeah. So I guess Michael Oher came out and said that he wasn't getting money from like the movies and books and
because he's under a conservatorship with them, or was, I guess.
Yeah, some
so they controlled his money.
So basically, was saying like they were using his name and his fame and whatever, and he wasn't getting a cut. So now I read on E! News that they're saying they're not considering him their adopted son anymore.
So it must have ruled in his favor then.
I would guess, yeah.
Yeah, dang, that is a really sad story because like when you watch the movie, it's like so sweet and wholesome.
And they took him in, and
yeah.
So I'm curious to see like how much of it is true, how much of that actually played out. It'll be interesting if he like writes a book or talks
So I
about
think
it.
he had a book.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. I think
But if he
did.
writes another one, I would read it.
Right.
Yeah,
That
that's
would be
interesting.
scandalous.
Would be about like what's going on right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the
I
other
guess
one
we'll
was
see.
about like success story.
Yeah. And like the whole like what the movie was about, I would think.
Right, the premise. All right, so
Yeah.
Danielle has a scheduling update.
Yes, there will be no new episodes December 26th and January 2nd for Christmas and New Year's. So, time to celebrate.
Yes, we're taking a little break with our fam, but then we'll be back and strong in the new year.
Yes, we will. But all right, guys, thank you so much for listening today. I'm Danielle.
And I'm Kara.
And remember, we're all just walking each other home. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us every Tuesday for a new episode on Apple and Spotify. Leave us a 5-star _podcast. Bye.
Bye.